Welcome back. So, fuck it. I decided to crack straight on with this one. After all, I finished recording Extraction Point, I think it was the day before yesterday. I was like, it's not very good compared to the rest of the... It's still better than F.E.A.R 3. Not quite as good as F.E.A.R 2. But it's still F.E.A.R. And it's still the good F.E.A.R as far as the gameplay is concerned. And I thought if I don't do it now, it'll drag on for 8 million years. So, fuck it. Here we go. I'm gonna get this done. Get it out of the way. Get it finished. Then I can uninstall F.E.A.R and free up some space. I might even do the bonus missions at some point, but who knows. I already set up all my profile and everything, so let's just get straight into this. Hopefully the whole sound thing won't be an issue this time around. Fingers crossed. Interval 01, investigation, arrival, situation. The situation at Armacam is rapidly deteriorating. The replica army's psychic commander, Paxton Fettel, remains at large. Worse, Armacam has turned on governmental forces and is now openly combating F.E.A.R operatives. Mission. A second F.E.A.R team, your team, is being briefed and prepped for Halo insertion into the city by rowdy betters. Oh, it's Rowdy, not Randy. Whatever. Dude man guy. Yet you can really feel how this one was sort of rushed out the door, incomplete.
Yes, Senator.
So there are things that haven't been tested nearly as well as the rest of the F.E.A.R city. Well, nearly as well as the other two that came before it. Unfinished assets and stuff. Despite running with the same tech and the same assets and everything, they somehow managed to look worse, which means they hadn't properly applied the shaders for a start. F.E.A.R effects are still really nice though.
You may not like the
Fire effects are still really nice
Perseus
though.
is mine.
Speaking of F.E.A.R effects, I really need to get back on and finish with those games and play the new one. I backed it. Still haven't played it though. Which reminds me, did I get any physical rewards with that one? Did I order? Did I pay enough to get the physical rewards? Jeez, look at the state of those character models. They're really flat and dead and shit sniffed in the arse. The plane does look pretty good though. I always thought the plane looked fairly decent. Not as good as the plane in Crisis, but very few things look as good as the plane in Crisis.
Alright, it looks like there's more
inside of the plane I really like. Wow, screen tearing like crazy. Oh, Steve Bloom. Haven't heard him in a game for about 3 minutes.
Aldous Bishop, and the fighting is spread throughout the city.
So was he up here this whole time? How did he get on the plane so quickly?
What's ATC
He must have
hiding?
just gone straight from dropping off Point Man to getting
Armacam's global data and
onto the
security
plane.
center and retrieve any information related
Pretty
to a project
much.
codenamed Perseus.
We will do our
Paxton
best.
Fettel and his army of replicas.
That may just be the
Interesting
tip
that
of
the
the
F.E.A.R
iceberg.
games have never really had
Shannon
alternate
picked up enemy
costumes or
activity
anything.
near the landing zone,
It'd be
so
kind of
be
cool if they
careful.
did.
Head directly to ATC's
I
data
really hope we
center
get
once
another
you're on the
F.E.A.R
ground.
game someday. A good
As
F.E.A.R game
always,
though.
I'll be in radio contact with you throughout the mission.
Contact
Begin your jump
my
prep.
Duke.
Time to fly.
I really wish they'd showed the jump. The jump would have been awesome instead of this skydiving bit we get. Well, I mean, they do show the jump. I mean, if they do actually let us do the jump, you know, suddenly ball sack to the face. Yeah, instead of us doing that little parachuting bit that we're about to get, they should have given us proper skydiving section. That would have been cool.
Looks like we
But
set you
instead,
down in
we
the
get
middle of
this.
things.
Yes.
It's going to be a hard
In
slog to
the
the
middle
data center.
of my dick. Right. How come
Delta
they
Force.
get
What the hell are they
sniff
doing here?
shits, but I only
See
get a
if
sniff
Denmother
shit?
can give you any answers.
Also, why does this guy have the reflexes mode? Like Point Man did? It was something special about him. I mean, I get it from a gameplay perspective. They put it in because it's what F.E.A.R's known for. But from a
That had to hurt.
from a story perspective, it makes no bloody
Come on,
sense.
let's move.
Why does this dude have it? And why do they have the assault rifles and I don't? All things considered though, to be fair, this level's actually a fairly decent tutorial level. Better than the first game, if you ask me. Or better than the base game, rather. It makes more sense to me. It drops you right into it instead of it being a long, slow wander through my butt. Oh, I forgot to turn off weapon
What
switching,
the
didn't
hell
I?
happened in here? I know as much as you do.
Oh, I did turn off the weapon switching. Ah,
We've got company.
yep. Company my dick. We've got dick finny.
Die already.
Just die. Ish. What he said. Ish. Are they dead? They're dead. Good. Maybe it was only weapon
Always
switching because
something
it just
else.
picked it up. Suppose that kind of makes sense. Whatever. Random fridge in the middle of nowhere because reasons. Okay, so far it's behaving itself, which is good. Hopefully it continues on this way. Would be. Where'd that come from? Jewel pistols. Pistols. Can I? No, I have to duck under that one. Okay. Target sighted? Where? Oh, shish kebabs.
Holy shit.
Ish. Be right in the sniff.
Stay close, Sergeant.
Nah, not in the mood for the AWP right now. I will stick with... Oh, is it? Did he drop some? Yeah, he did. I'll stick with the pistols for now. So I don't use the pistols often, so...
Down here.
I will for a bit. Just to mix things up a touch from what I usually do. Make sense? Makes sense. Get dead, biznitch. More PP walls? Ish. Anyone left? Well, might be indeed somebody still left. Ish. But not anymore. Right, I'm going to use this for a bit. It's just throwing the ammo at me, so I might as well. Yeah, let's use a... Have I really only picked up 4 health kits? I thought I picked up more than that. Felt like it was just bunging them right at me. I thought I'd picked up at least 5. If I used more than 2? I'm pretty sure that was my second. Speaking of throwing ammo at me. Hello? Thank you. Jesus Christ. The amount of dust that came off that thing. It's not the end of the world. Ish. Right. I know about my heightened reflexes already. I have been using them. Over where? There they are. Yeah, don't expose just your head to somebody. It tends to be bad for your health. Did you just do that? He did. He just did a really cool roundhouse kick. Sweet. That's pretty awesome.
Sergeant.
Why, thank you. I did do most of the work after all, so it makes sense that you would be applauding me for my good work done. Beach. Random SMG just laying on the floor. Bye-bye, pistols. Let's go do this, dudes. Let's go dude this. I don't think I'll ever get tired of using that joke. I know it's really lame and shit, but whatever. Beach.
Data center is 5 blocks due east of
Data. Oh,
here. On the
reflex
other
boost
side of
already.
this power station is a drainage pipe.
And
We'll be able to take the
grenades.
sewers within a block and a half of the data center.
That's cool. See, he knows how to pronounce it correctly. He knows how to say words. Steve Bloom Canadian. And is it Bloom or Blum? It's B-L-U-M. I've always thought it was Bloom, but I've heard a lot of people pronounce it as Blum, so I don't know. He's pretty cool anyway. Don't worry. I have remembered that my arch nemesis exists. So I will
Come on,
be
let's
on
move.
the lookout for them. to murder every last one of them because reasons. No, not yet. Oh, fine. Oh, they opened it for me. Cool. Thanks, dudes. Let's do this. Let's go.
Stay frosty
do
and be
this.
ready
Oh,
for anything.
this place. These guys in here can be a pain in the sniff. You know what? I think this will actually be better in this environment. There's lots of longish range engagement distances. They like to be at the other end of the sniff. Right, when you rush him, against him. God damn
More
it.
coming in.
Those effects can be really a pain in the sniff. Oh, they're behind us. Any more behind us? I'll go that way. Where are the rest of the dudes? So at least one.
Looks like we got them all.
Awesome.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna have a goosey down the bottom because I'm. Oh shit, my health. So I'm pretty sure there is a health booster down the bottom at the very least. Down here. There's something down here, I'm sure there is. There's a dead guy. Fell off. Somehow managed to lose his arm by being shot a lot. Is that? That's one of them. Oh, we need to go this way. Fair enough. Then maybe it's upstairs where the health booster is. I know there's something in this area. I'm sure there is. So we get the first reflex and health booster in this one, right at the beginning, pretty much, don't we? Maybe it's not there. Maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. Maybe it's a little bit further in. Maybe it's like the next room then. Maybe. Looks like there's nothing here after all. Fairy Zulzuls. Fairy Zulzuls. Zul. Can't open that. Did I get those? Yeah, I think I got them. Alright, fair enough. I'll just use them then. I have plenty of them now. Well, I have a reasonable amount of them. Ish. Quite a few. Quite a few. I like to have more than 5. I'm happy if I have more than 5. So if I have 6 or more. Happy if I have at least 6.
What the fuck was that?
Some kind of weird psychic explosion. It's not like we're the teams that are like built to deal with this stuff. Maybe it's in here. The first reflex booster.
On your
That's
six.
those sniffers. Don't eat a sniff. Don't even sniff about it. Ah. Any more? Gonna just stay in this corner, just in case more of them show up. No, actually I've dealt with them before, and they're not that bad. Much rather them than those fucking drone things that turn back up in this one, don't they? In fact, I only remember them being in this game, or in this expansion, but no, they're obviously not. They're also in the base game. Bloody things, those X-shaped drone things. You know what? It's been a while. Let's save it. Haven't done all that much, but yeah, seriously, I remember there being a health booster in a room shaped like this. Why do I only ever see one of you until we get to the door? Seriously. Guess I'm just remembering it wrong then. Fair enough. Not the end of the world. So we got in a zombie bit, a new chair thing today. It's like a seat that swings and it has like toys and stuff on it. You don't really get the element of surprise on them or anything. Just walk in and immediately start shooting. But I can't kill those guys? Okay then.
Take him out, Sergeant, before he radios for backup.
That was interesting. Oh, I have to separate out now, do I? go chase after them. Is this where the first booster is then? Yes. Okay, maybe it was in here then. Fairy Zog Zigs. Fairy Zog Zigs. This is just the excuse to get us separated out one from the other. Does that close behind me?
Watch out.
I knew something like that happened. Hey dudes. Hey Taylor.
Good move. Don't worry, brother. We'll get you out.
I'm fine. Where? Do they mean brother as in you're my bro Seth, or brother as in we are actually related to each other? Wait, I can't shoot through that?
Not me. Fall back. You're gonna get yourself killed.
Yeah, we'll be fine. And now the
Getting
wibbleness starts to
pounded
happen.
here. Keep in radio contact and make your way to the data center.
Pound you, baby. Let's jump across the sniff. Or not. Right, let's see. Is it going to crash? Or is it going to behave itself this time? It's behaving itself. Okay, good. Interval 01, investigation. Underneath. Situation. Second F.E.A.R team has become scattered across the battlefield. Captain Rains and Lieutenant Chen are encountering determined resistance from both ATC and replica forces as they fight their way to APCAP's global data and security center. Mission. Improvise a path to the objective point and rendezvous with your team at the ATC data center. I can do that. Swim, 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 swim. I wonder why they even bothered putting in a swimming mechanic in this. You swim like 3 times in the entire franchise. You don't swim at all in Project Origin or Thingy Bob, do you? Or for 3, yeah. Already? I only killed one dude. This is where we get the grenade launcher, isn't it? YOL! Yes, it is. This is indeed where you get the grenade launcher. Which is not a great weapon, but it is one that I enjoy using all the same. Alright. Bye, bitch. I'll save it for now, because there's a heavy not too far from here. I'll use it against him. So they explode on contact, don't they? The grenades. But they also sort of bounce around a lot more than you'd expect. So yeah, it's right here. So okay, let's save it and see how we get on. Because he comes out of that door, I'm sure he does. A heavy. No? Okay, maybe not then. In that case. Oh, it's one of those sniff-angs. Yeah, those guys. Interesting concept. Poor in execution. They can do this weird, dodgy shuffle that's supposed to be like your reflexes motion. But it's just not good. Ish. I was indeed over here. They can see my thingy bob, can't they? Get dead, bitch. Get wrecked. Get wrecked in the bitch. Ha. Did that actually kill him? Yes, it did. Good, good, good. Any more PPUs? Yep, still at least one guy left there. I mean, I just heard him. Why was I asking if there's anybody else? Of course there's somebody else. I just heard him talking. You going, dude? Get dead. As dead as a bitch. As bitch as a dead. Right, I'm not going to climb the ladder during the middle of a gunfight. That's a silly thing to do. I'm going to go up these stairs instead, because it lets the thing stay at my back. Okay. Get dead. Is there still one? Yep, there's one there. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them. Oh, there's a health kit over there. Somehow managed to miss on the way in.